I am ending Gemara Sota, and the Gemara ended with a Mishnah telling about the end days of the the second Beis HaMikdash, and tells us that as a result of the destruction that befell the Jewish people, there were a number of laws that were made. And then the Mishnah had gone on to say that when some of the great rabbis who were later, after the time of the Beis HaMikdash, died, each one of them was outstanding in a certain area, and after he died, there was no one like him. So the Gemara at the end has a brisa. A brisa is similar to the Mishnah. It is from the time period of the Mishnah. The rabbis mentioned in the brisa are the rabbis of the Mishnah. However, the word brisa is like the word bra, which is outside. That is, this is the text that was not accepted as part of the Mishnah, was codified later, and has often additional things, additional information to the Mishnah. At times, many opinions are quoted in the brisa that were not quoted in the Mishnah. The Mishnah is very concise. The brisa is a bit more expansive. So the Gemara now quotes a brisa that gives further explanation to that which was studied in the Mishnah. So it says, Mishmeis Rabbi Yochanan batla ha'chachma. When Rabbi Yochanan died, chachma, wisdom, was no longer at the same level it had been before. Because of his greatness, there wasn't anyone like him afterwards. Ton Rabbanan Mishmeis Rabbi Eliezer Nignas Sefer Torah. When Rabbi Eliezer died, the Sefer Torah was hidden away. What does that mean? Because Rabbi Eliezer was such a baki. He was so exact in his knowledge of everything that he had received from the generations before that it was as if he was a Sefer Torah and everything was written down. And afterwards, there was no one like Rabbi Eliezer. Mishemeis Rabbi Yoshua batla etzo machshava. When Rabbi Yoshua died, etzo machshava, that is counsel, how to deal on communal issues, there was no one like him after that. Mishemeis Rabbi Akiva, when Rabbi Akiva died, batlus roe Torah, the strength in Torah was gone, because he darshaned every word, everything extra apparently, or anything seemingly missing, the crowns of the Torah. Rabbi Akiva darshaned everything that was there. There was no one like him afterwards. And vistatmu mayanos hachachma, and the well springs of Torah were closed up. Mishemeis Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah batla atros chachma. When Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah died, the glory of the wisdom was gone. And it quotes a pasuk in Mishlei which says, Ateres chachamim ashram. The glory of the chachamim is their wealth. Doesn't sound right. So the explanation is because when they are wealthy, the scholars, people look up to them, because people always look up to money. And therefore, he who was known as for his outstanding wealth, the Gemara says that he had so many cattle that each year he gave 12,000 calves for Meiser Behema. That is, those were the 10th of that which was born to him each year. That is 120,000 new calves, firstborn, every single year. And there was no one like him afterwards. Mishmeis Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa badla anshe Maisa. Men of action died with Rabbi Chanina ben Dosa. Famous stories about him for another time. Mishmeis Abba Yossi ben Kotonta badla Chasidim. When he died, then Chasidim were no longer around. V'lo manikra shmo Abba Yossi ben Kotatna. Why was he called the son of Kotatna? Shemekatnei Chasidim. He was from the smallest of the Chasidim. Kotatna is like small, and the Chasid is someone who makes himself small, not grandiose. Mishemeis ben Azai badla Shakdanim. When Ben Azai died, there weren't people who were so involved, giving all of their time to study. Mishemeis ben Zoma, when Ben Zoma died, batlu hadarshanim, the people who could darshan, take a look in the Torah and find pearls and beauty to share with people. Mishemeis Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel, when Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel died, then Ola Govai, then there was pestilence that came and destroyed the crops. V'rabutzaros, and there were many afflictions that came to the Jewish people. Mishemeis Rebbe, when Rebbe, that is Rebbe Yehuda Hanasi, the author, the redactor of the Mishnah, died, then Huchpalu Tsaros, the Tsaros that befell the Jewish people were even worse. Then the Gemara concludes with something very interesting. Mishameis Rebbe Batla Nova Yereschet was the quote from the Mishnah, and Amar Le Rav Yosef says, why do you say in the Mishnah that when Rebbe died, Anova, modesty and fear of sin died? No. He said, Amar Le Rav Yosef Latana, Rav Yosef said to the Tana, Lo Tisni Anova, don't learn in the Mishnah Anova, modesty. Why? De'ika Anova, because I'm here. So, there's a famous story about a great rabbi from Cincinnati who used to wear a top hat, very famous rabbi, that he had a chauffeur-driven Cadillac, and the car was speeding on the highway, and a policeman stopped the car, and the driver said to them, don't you realize who I have in the car over here with me? I have the chief rabbi of the United States. And he opened up his window and said, and Canada. So 1 second, so what's he doing over here? He says that don't say that Anova, modesty stopped because I am here. That doesn't sound like a very modest thing to say at all. So there are many explanations given for this. One very simple one is that a person has to know who he is, and that if he is a modest person, then it's not that he boasts about being modest, but in teaching others, he shows them this is what modesty is supposed to be like. Or else realizing who he was, the greatness of Hashem, in spite of everything, he was modest, and he would say, this is the way you have to be. There is another explanation that is given, and it says that Anah doesn't mean I, but it was the name of one of the rabbis. And he said, don't say that Anava was no longer around, no modesty, because there's Anah, the rabbi by the name of Anah, he is the modest one. Or else simply he says, you have to leave it out of the Mishnah. Don't say those words in the Mishnah at all, because it isn't actually correct. And Omerle Rav Nachman Latana, Rav Nachman said to the Tana, Lotisna Yiras Chet, don't learn in the Mishnah somebody who fears sin, because I am one who fears sin. So the same thing, the same type of explanation would be given over here. That is, a person has to know who he is, not to be boastful about it, but to recognize at times his own greatness, and to be able to see the way in which he has progressed. Completing Gemara Sota, Hadran Alach Egla Arufa will return to the chapter Egla Arufa Slikala Maseches Sota, and we have completed Maseches Sota, but we, before going away, saying we will return to it in Olam Haba. Hadron alach maseches sota v'hadron chalon datan alach maseches sota v'datan chalon lo nisna sheminach maseches sota v'lo tisna sheminon lo ba'al modem v'lo ba'al modase. Hadron alach maseches sota v'hadron chalon datan alach maseches sota v'hadron chalon lo nisna sheminach maseches sota v'lo tisna sheminon lo ba'al modem v'lo ba'al modase. Is that 2 or 3? Hadron alach Maseches Sota v'hadron chalon datan alach maseches sota v'datan chalon lo nisna sheminach maseches sota v'lo tisna sheminon lo ba'al modem v'lo ba'al modase. And then the prayer for the future, and here are the papas coming up. These are the 10 sons of Rav Papa, who was blessed with 10 great sons because of his honor for Torah. Yotzom v'necha Adonai Eloheinu v'le'av v'seinu, Shetei Torah schum noseinu b'lamazeh, Sehi manu v'olam haba, Chanina bar Papa, Rami bar Papa, Nachman bar Papa, Achoi bar Papa, Abba Mori bar Papa, Rafim bar Papa, Rachish bar Papa, Surcha bar Papa, Ada bar Papa, Dora bar Papa. And the prayer that the Torah should always be sweet and should continue with the descendants. Harav no'an Eloheinu es divrei soroscha b'finu v'yosam pa'beis Rav kulonu anachnu tzedzoeinu v'tzedzoei tzedzoeinu tzedzoei am pa'beis Rav kulonu yorish bech v'lam dei sorosach lishbach me'oivayt chakameinu mitzvosecha yololam hiliyi libi somim v'chukech l'man lo evosh l'olam lo eshkapi kudech kivam chi yisoni baruch ato Adonai lamadeni chukecha amen 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 selved. Modim anachnu lefanecha Eloheinu v'le'av v'seinu shesamtach elkeinu miyoshvei v'esamedrash lo samtach elkeinu miyoshvei kronos shona mashkim v'hem mashkim v'ona mashkim l'divrei Torah v'hem mashkim l'dvarim v'tein l'manu amelim v'hem amelim l'manu amelim m'kablim schar v'hem amelim v'einu m'kablim schar ona ratzim v'hem ratzim ona ratzim v'chayolim avo v'hem ratzim v'ershach shneimar v'yato Elohim taridem v'ershachas anshe damim u'mirma lo yechatzu yemeihem v'ani eftach. Yotzom Panecha Adonai Elohai Kashem Shazartani Simon Sech Sota Kent Hazreinu Askel Masech Svar Machem L'Saimo Lilmod L'Lamed Lishur Lasa Kaimis Kol Divrei Samatos Habiava U'Schus Kol HaTanoim VaMoraim V'Samidei Chacham Yam L'Lil Zar L'Shlo Tomush HaTorah Mipi Zari V'Zera Zari Ad Olam V'Siskayim Bi V'Zalach Chotan Cheoscha V'Shachpa Tishmar Lechus Kitzosa Hita Sichecha Kivi Yerbul Yamecha V'Yosiv L'Chosh Nos Chayim Orach Yom V'Yinach B'Smola Osher V'Chavod Anoyoza Mo Yiten and the Kaddish the Ischadata, the special Kaddish that is said now.